Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dornbush Download number 165. Welcome, Brendan.
Thank you, Rod. Great to be here.
Just big news this week. Maybe not financially, but good luck to Harry and Meghan for announcing their engagement this week. So it's all good in the royal household.
Yeah, it's all happening now, isn't it?
It's all happening. All eyes will be on the palace over there. So just on the financial side, you wanted to talk about Fortescue Metals, Brendan?
Yeah, we can start with that. Yeah, so what's happened there is Fortescue at their 2017 lows. So the issue with them is they produce a lower quality iron ore, and I guess that's an issue with the policymakers in China with clean air. So I guess the more or the dirtier your iron ore is, the more coal they need to burn to make the steel.
Because China's actually becoming more conscious about their cleaner air over there, because they've seemed to hold disregard for it for a long time, but now they seem to be taking it into account now.
That's right, yeah. The push for electric cars, electric vehicles, solar power. So yeah, they're really, I guess, really clean. Yeah, I want to go clean. So yeah, which is a good thing, I guess, for the people.
Yeah, but not so good for Fortescue.
No, that's right. So I think their price is around $4.60, down from about $6. So that's around 23% fall in the last couple of months. So from the highs this year, anyway.
So any investors out there that's got Fortescue Metals want to review that, please phone in and talk to your trusty advisor, and we'll have a chat to you about that. So.
That's right. And
what else have you got, Brendan?
IOOF. So
Okay.
that's another one I've been looking at. So they're sort of on the other end of the scale. They're doing quite well. So they're up around 38%, I think, since March this year. So they're doing quite well. They've just recently agreed to purchase the ANZ Wealth business. So some analysts are predicting around a 20% increase in earnings for the next 2 years for IOOF or IOOF. So sort of things are looking good for them at the moment.
For sure. So it's a good and bad of it. Fortescue, not so good.
Yeah.
IOOF, a good side of the coin, yeah.
That's right, and I think it's Morgan's. They're sort of looking at the synergies there, and they were looking at about 65 million in synergies between the two companies, between IOOF and the merger with the ANZ Wealth. So there's some cost savings there, synergy savings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so there's a few good things going on for IOOF.
Okay. On that tangent, on the upside, Origin Energy has been performing quite well of late. They've come out and with the increased demand for domestic energy, with our electricity, coal, gas. Origin Energy is boosting production and at the same time cutting costs. So share markets love that type of talk. So their share prices, it's risen in the last couple of days by about 5%. So it's up around the $9 mark now. So Origin Energy's on that energy theme. Just the governments have come online and said, look, we've got to build up our energy supplies for, especially over the summer months, to supply our demand. So there's no blackouts over the summer period. And Origin's trying to help out with that. So
very good.
Yeah, also with Telstra on the Telstra's done it tough over the last 12 months, and like NBN Co came out a day or two ago and said they're going to suspend the rollout of the NBN for 6 to 9 months. They're going to wind back and actually try and work out some issues before they start rolling out any more. So that's a bit of a delay for the NBN rollout, which wasn't so good for Telstra. So their share price suffered a little bit over the last couple of days in regards to that.
They're supportive though of it, I think, aren't they, Telstra? I was reading this morning that they're supportive of, hey, let's get these issues resolved, I think. So
they want to try and get it right. That's exactly right, because there is a lot of complaints out there. So it's the right thing to do. Wind it back a bit, deal with the problems before they roll out any more. So that's a good thing in regards to that. What else is happening this week? Amazon, as we've spoken about before, coming to Australia, had a soft launch last week to just a select few customers. I wasn't one of those. I'm not sure how you become a select customer. But yeah, we're not sure exactly when they're actually going to launch. It's all smoke and mirrors, a bit of mystery behind it. I think that's what might be part of their marketing. They don't actually announce a date.
Yeah, because I had a look myself and I couldn't find the site. But yeah, I was reading they were saying that it was supposed to open sometime this week, but then who knows? It's like you're saying, it's keeping it a mystery. So whether there's some issues there with suppliers, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, like I said, whether it's a marketing ploy, but yeah, I was doing some research and people saying end of November could be the launch date. So that'll be this week if that's the case. What else? Exchange traded funds. We deal with exchange traded funds. We've spoken about a little bit before on the download, but exchange traded funds are becoming more and more part of our business and client portfolios. There's exchange traded fund called HACK, H-A-C-K, in regards to cyber security companies around the world. So they've always got a job to do trying to hold back the hackers. So I think they'll always have a job to do, the cyber security companies. But this HACK ETF has been performing quite well. In regards to that, though, it's not hedged. So I'd just like to touch on the Australian dollar's down to about 76 cents compared to the US dollar at the moment. So it's been steadily coming down over the last couple of months. And how does that impact your investments when the investments are held overseas? So it's actually a beneficial thing. So if I use that ETF, that HACK ETF, that's invested in international shares, cyber security companies, but as our Aussie dollar depreciates and down to, like I said, down near 76 cents, that actually accentuates returns when the money's held overseas. So when the dollar's coming off like that, it's a good for your investments held overseas. When it's going up, it's not so good. So, and that's where you've got the option whether you hedge an investment or not. So you can hedge against currency movements to take that risk away. So hedging is just one consideration you should take into account when you're investing money overseas, Brendan.
Sure, that's good.
In regards to petrol prices drive past your local trusty Bowser, have a look and see what the petrol price is, because the stats show that they're about two and a half year highs, and one of the reasons for that is OPEC, like your Saudi Arabias and the like. They're actually restricting supply, which obviously pushes up the price. So they did have an oversupply, so they're restricting the supply at the moment, just to try and get it back to an equilibrium. And but that's putting pressure on the prices because of the reduced supply and pushing up our Bowser prices, which taking the family on a Christmas road trip, it's going to be more expensive, it looks like, for the next couple of months.
Yeah, no, that's right. And how about with the shale producers in the US? You sort of think that you would imagine that would keep a cap on the price, because when the price of oil gets to a certain level, they sort of kick in, don't they? The shale producers.
Yeah, that's right.
Oil.
That's that's been a whole different aspect of oil production and supply in the world. The US shale production, like OPEC's got their family of suppliers there, and then you've got the US doing what the US do. So that's where they're trying to work out the dynamics of the world supply at the moment. That's why you'll see a fluctuation in oil prices, which flows through to our petrol prices.
So hopefully we do have a cap. So
hopefully we do have a cap. That's exactly right. Good point, Brendan. Yeah, that's right. So you still can go on holidays.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, we're all sitting at home. Can't fill the petrol tank. So yeah, good point. Anything else from?
No, I'm all good here. Yeah.
You're happy with Harry's selection with Megan?
I guess I haven't really looked into it. I'm not a super royal person.
Not a royal watcher.
I'm aware of it, but I don't follow it.
No worries. I'm a little bit the same, but everyone seems to be happy about it. Well, most people seem to be happy about it. Good news when the headline, there's good news in the headlines. I'm a happy person, which. There's some news about North Korea again setting off another ballistic missile overnight. So that's it's just good to see Harry and Meghan in love and getting married, and everyone's happy. So,
that's right. Good.
On that note, Brendan, that's about it for me.
Yep, that's it for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.